Welcome back to Daily Discussion. So it's with sadness I got to announce that my dad did pass away last night after a long battle with several issues that he had going on. But I don't really want to make this a sad thing. I want to make this a learning experience still, and how we can use mental skills to identify something good from things like this. And that's oftentimes, especially if you're in my generation, I'm 40, that our parents infrequently told us they were proud of us in those specific words. And what I want to encourage people to do is stop worrying about trying to get somebody to speak to you in your language and tell you outright they're proud of you or how much they enjoy something you're doing, and start paying attention to the way they actually express it and start appreciating that in its own form. So for instance, let me give you examples of what my dad did, because although he didn't really ever say that I'm proud of you, especially for doing these videos, for instance, what he did say was, as he was talking to me, he's like, hey, I saw you started doing these videos and you're going to be doing this every day, that kind of thing. Are you going to continue that up? I was like, yeah, I think so. And he said, that's pretty neat. So when he would tell you something was pretty neat, that generally meant that he was proud of you for doing that. And that was something that he wanted to express, but he didn't exactly know how to say it in those words. So that was the way he went about it. Or when I went back a couple weeks ago to see him, I surprised him. I saw him that Friday night, and when I came in that Saturday morning to check in with the nurses, how they talked about how he would just kept telling him how it was pretty neat that his son came in all the way from Virginia, and he wasn't expecting that and all that stuff. And then I just found out today that the short period of time he was in the nursing home, he was telling his roommate the same thing about how I surprised him there. And that clearly meant a lot to him, even though he didn't specifically say that to me. The conversations we had and the fact that he was telling other people when I wasn't around let me know that that meant a lot to him. And I didn't need to hear it from him, because the way he acted about it, the way his actions spoke louder than his words, that means so much more to me than him ever saying it to me, because words don't mean as much directly in terms for me. It's the way they conduct themselves afterwards. And the fact that he was willing to talk to other people and tell them about it when I wasn't around just shows me that that actually meant a lot to him. So hopefully that helps you if you guys are ever struggling with something like this and you don't think somebody appreciates you or doesn't see what you're doing. Start looking for these little signs and see if there's something else out there that's little like this. Maybe they tell you that's pretty neat. Maybe they tell you that's cool. Or maybe they say that's nice, or something to that effect. That's actually them saying, I really enjoy that. Keep it up. But you just missed it because you're looking for specific words. So hopefully that helps.